But hi, everyone. I'm so happy you're here. This is the Great Voice Weekly Spotlight Training. Our topic tonight is character voices with two, Pamela writes, away, no. Yeah. So, have you ever been to Austin, Donna? Donna lives in Houston. Have you ever been there?
I've driven through it, but I
Yeah.
didn't stop. Actually, my sister lived there for a while.
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
You didn't stop. Did you have a fight with her or something?
She and I
Just
weren't in the
guess.
state at the we weren't in the state at the same time.
Oh, okay. How about you, Selena? Have you been there? No?
I've only been to San Antonio.
Oh, okay. Well, Austin doesn't need any more promotion. It's packed, but I just loved it. It's a town, it's the music capital, one of the great music capitals, and you're in the airport, and there are people playing guitar and singing to you like in the corner of the airport. And there's like great tacos and empanadas in the airport and musicians everywhere. It was so fun. Really a cool place to go. Anyway, but we're from all across the nation. And I want to say, give a big shout out to everyone because this is our Great Voice family. I am in Nueva York, New York, right outside the city. And Selena is in San Diego, and Donna is in Houston, outside of Houston. And we are all here together this evening to talk about character voices. It's a brand new training for you guys, something that we haven't done before. And I want to introduce you in just a second to my two wonderful colleagues. But let me just get this going, this slideshow here. Slideshow, play from the start. So, Selena Matreger and Donna James are my co-hosts tonight, and they will be teaching this with me. But it is called Creating Character Voices for Creative Roles. You're going to be really surprised. This is not about cartoons anymore, where character voices are used and how this is going to be a big opportunity for you. So please turn your phone off. Just give us your undivided attention. I don't see my phone anywhere, so there's no danger of it ringing. But let's focus on this right now because we're going to explore character voice opportunities for everyone. Even if you don't think of yourself as a character voice actor, you're going to be so surprised. And if you've never been to one of our spotlight trainings before, would you come in the chat and type first time so we can welcome you? Come on in the chat. Pamela. Hi, Pamela. Olivia. Nice to see you. Lucius. Jill Butler. Hello. And hi, Iris Clark. Good to see you. Welcome, everybody. Eileen, welcome to you. Jay Turner. Good to see you
Well,
as well.
mhm,
Stephen from Vegas.
Phoebe, yeah,
Oh, look at this.
Paul, and
Yeah, welcome. Jim. Hi, Jim. Yep, Pam's in Duluth. Great. And I know we have a lot of returning friends here. Glenn's first time. Michael's new from Pueblo, Colorado, beautiful town. And we have DB Smith. Hey, DB. Good to see you again. Linda Burke. Bill in Cincinnati. Good guys. All right, wonderful. So this presentation tonight's for two types of people. Beginners get a step-by-step formula to help you break into the character voiceover niche. And more experienced people get a step-by-step formula to help you go from where you are to where you want to be in voiceovers. A quick reminder, though, before we jump into things, we have a wonderful podcast produced by Selena Matreger, who you'll meet in a moment. It is called The Great Voice Podcast. I was like at a lack of a name. So what the heck?
keep
That's
it
what it is.
simple,
But
right? Keep it
really simple.
simple.
But
Yep.
I'll tell you why you guys want to listen to this. First of all, we're in our third season. And this is not me going on and on talking about myself or even about the voiceover business. In every podcast, I work with two members of our community and I coach you on a script in depth. So when you listen, it's like getting an actual master class. You're going to hear me really do in-depth coaching to someone, two guests in every show on a script. So it's a lot of fun, and you're going to learn a ton as you hear me coach somebody from square one all the way up to professional sounding. and we get great reviews. So please check it out. And tonight, you're going to discover why character voiceover is completely different from some of these other areas you might have been thinking about like narration, e-learning, or audiobooks. And it's unique, it's something different, and it's not just voices for animation, but also audio dramas. This is something new. It's kind of like Selena, we're going full circle from the old radio days back to modern audio dramas and video games and how to approach each one. We're going to break that down for you tonight. How to move beyond doing a funny voice. It is totally not that, like your imitation of Bugs Bunny, or Porky Pig. It is not that. To creating real layered characters. And if you don't know what that means, we will unpack it for you tonight. The kinds of roles in demand right now, yes, including roles for mature voices. Yes, mature voices, you and me. Plus, complete details on our new Creating Characters Masterclass coming soon. So, this is Selena. Hi, Selena.
Hi, Susan.
Yes, I'm so glad to have Selena on our team. Selena produces our podcast and edits it up and posts it. You do a great job. You're my wonderful marketing assistant, but you recently were featured in a new voiceover magazine called Fusion. You were the featured voiceover artist. Tell us about that. What's Fusion all about?
So, Fusion Magazine does a lot of entertainment uh, stuff, very big artists as well. But they decided that voiceover wasn't getting enough due, and they did an entire edition solely on voiceover artists. And I got to be a featured voiceover artist in it. They interviewed me, they put my picture in there. Absolutely crazy still to say this was a couple weeks ago that it came out, and I'm still like, oh my goodness, that happened. So very, very cool. Huge issue. Uh, one of my dear friends even made a cover, so I was very excited for that too.
Where can people see that?
Uh, I will put a link in the chat because I
Okay,
don't
good.
remember it off the top of my head.
Take your time. That's fine when you do. That's great. But Selena's also the event voice for Black Horizon Brewing, and she does work spanning social media promos, commercials, e-learning, with a special focus on video games and animation. That is her passion. She is so good at it. We did a special flash training last month, I think it was, with Selena, and it just crushed it. And people were saying, we want more, we want more. So tonight, we're going to preview that more for you. We have a special masterclass with Selena and Donna coming up. And so you'll get details on that in a minute. But this is Donna. Hi, Donna James.
Hello, everyone.
You may know Donna as the warm, velvety voice behind our support desk when you call us, but you might not know Donna is also a gifted commercial voice talent who nails the luxury read with grace and ease. She is known for her calm, controlled tone. You really have it, Donna. And you have the ability to coach even the most nervous beginner into a beautifully grounded performance.
Thank you.
So,
Oh, yes.
it's lovely, Donna. Thank you so much. So, why is character voiceover completely different from narration, e-learning, and audiobooks? Let's start there, you guys, and I'll let Selena go first, and then Donna, you can add on to that. Go ahead, Selena.
Yeah, it's different in a bunch of ways, but one of the biggest is you get to improvise. It's not just exactly what is written on the script. You get to add things to the script, make it your own, create this like unique person through it. In all of them, audiobooks, video games, animation, you can do that, various levels of it. And breathing, we try to minimize our breathing and breaths and all the other type of narration and voiceover. And in this time, you want to emphasize it and really put it in because we all breathe and we all do things like that, and that's what makes it real and sound like an actual character. You can make mistakes. That's the fun part of it because we make mistakes in real life. Some stuttering and muttering and screwing up words and stuff like that. You can even put that in, and that can be a part of the character. That's kind of a fun
That
part of
is so
it.
cool. So all I need to do is like turn on the mic during my normal everyday life when I'm stuttering and muttering, and I'll have a new character.
Exactly.
Walking around stuttering. No, but that's cool. What you're saying is people need to, if you've done any listening to character stuff, be it a video game or even a cartoon, you hear the character moving through life.
Yes.
There you hear the action and you hear the body and the mouth and the voice sounds that they
Mhm.
make. So like you're saying is there's an art to that though, Selena. It's not just any screaming or huffing and puffing. It has to sound real, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And that's a big thing is like, in a lot of these others we teach people we gotta be right here on the mic. And because you need to create movement, you're not just here, you're here, you're here, you're here, you're here, you're all over the place on the mic to make it sound like you're talking to different people far away or close or you're doing whatever. You've got to create a scene using just your voice. And it is a different technique. It's a different tool set that you've got to learn, but it's so much fun. It's
Yes.
absolutely
And
fun.
I'm sure people, I don't know, maybe you guys haven't, but look it up. Seeing the making of a cartoon or a video game. So you see the actors on mic and how they're moving around. They're so intense. They're holding props like pillows and things like that to help them get the correct body language, which comes through in the sound of their voice. It's extremely cool. Let me just real quick check in with everybody. Does this sound fun, you guys? Are you in the right room tonight? Pete liked it.
Oh, yes, there's lots of positive already. There were people already commenting about how exciting and how much fun it.
Estrum sounds great.
Mhm. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, the physicality of it is so different from any other type of voiceover that you are embodying the character completely with your voice. The motion, the sense of it. The biggest difference for me is the scope of the characters you can create is so much bigger. The things you can do with your voice to really embody that character are so much bigger. You have to be much more restrained and refined, especially with audiobooks and documentary narration. You're in this very little narrow band here where you can't pitch too much different. You can't talk too fast. You can't talk too slow. It's a very specific bandwidth you have to operate in. With these characters for animation, video games, audio dramas, they can be much bigger. They
Yeah.
can be much or much smaller. Like there's a big range of possibilities. So people with unique voices, this is a great place for you for your home. Characters like this your natural speaking voice can be a great character voice. Many of the top, especially female voice actors, have a unique natural voice that becomes the hallmark of their characters, so they don't have to change it a lot to sound special or sound like a child or a non-human character, because they sound tiny. Uh,
Yeah.
for an example, of course, there are lots of great big burly men who play characters in video games, soldiers, and they don't have to change their voice very much to
A
do
lot
this.
of women
You've
who
got
do
a
that too,
unique
you know.
voice. Yes,
And of
absolutely.
course, Nancy Cartwright
Yes.
plays Bart
Nancy Cartwright,
Simpson, a
Yeardley
woman,
Smith.
obviously. Yeah.
Yeardley Smith
Plays a
played
little boy.
Lisa. The
Yep.
Powerpuff Girls, the original series, Tara
They're
Long
strong.
and yeah, E.G. Daily, they're all still working. They've been working for decades playing children in cartoons.
Yeah, there's that. I mean, it's so funny. Pamela's like, where do I sign up?
Mhm. We're getting there. We're
Hang
getting
in there.
there.
We're getting there. Iris says it reminds me of my improv class. It absolutely is
Mhm.
like that. Keith says appears to be the most fun you can have in voiceover. It is. We're getting
Mhm.
100% from Felicia. It's tons of fun.
Yes.
And
And
it's an art form. Go ahead, Selena.
a couple people brought up casting call club. That was what our
Flash training.
flash training was on, and that is absolutely a fantastic place to
Mhm.
find
Yeah. And
um these types of
yeah.
gigs
And
for
Selena's
for
great training
beginners.
on Casting Call Club is the reason we're here tonight talking about this, because many people who came to that class expressed that they would like to learn more about creating characters so that they can go and audition on Casting Call Club and be successful. So
That's
we're
great.
here. We're here tonight because of Selena's great idea.
That's wonderful. So there are certain demands of these. We see animation. We all know what that is, but I want Selena to unpack what audio drama is and the differences between animation, audio drama, and video games and how to approach each one. So go ahead, Selena.
Oh my goodness. Just that small little thing you want me to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Start,
Aud
and then Donna will join in. I'll join in too. Go ahead.
Audio drama, like you said, is much more like the old radio stories of the day, and now we listen to them usually in podcast forms. And there's all different types of audio dramas, like horrors and romance, just like books. It's just like books have all the different genres. Dramas have all the genres, and it's much more of a very realistic character read. There are some very goofy, silly fantasy audio dramas, of course, but a lot of them are a much more like a grounded, realistic type of character, and they span all the age groups and all different types of characters that you could play in those. Um, Video games is a huge genre. Video games are exploding, and what's even exploding even more is indie video games, which are independent video games made by small publishers who want to put real voiceover artists in their games. So they use Casting Call Club to find people um, who also are passionate voiceover artists that want to be in video games. So the video games, there's so many different genres, so many types. A lot of them are like military war type tactical shooters, first person shooters. So it's a lot of very grounded, serious type of stuff. But then you get a lot of fantasy, which is very over the top, very crazy type of characters. You can play, orcs and elves and dwarves and all these different types of characters.
Non-human.
Not non-human, lots of non-human characters in
Mhm.
video games and animation too. Animation has a very specific thing going on where they want it to be more realistic now. They want it's still animated. It's still got a little level of zaniness to it, but it's a much more grounded, realistic, human type things. There's always going to be the characters like puppies and stuff like that for children. A lot of the children stuff can get more zany, but they still like them pretty grounded nowadays, which is really cool. Um, uh, every single one of these needs people in like every age group. A lot of these have dozens, if not like hundreds of characters in video games, and they'll ask voiceover people to do more than one character. So
Yeah.
you'll get to
You
play
have to do
multiple
at least
characters.
three. You have to do at least three for a video game, don't you?
So if you're in SAG-AFTRA, so if you're in a union, they can make you do 5 characters with only one price. But after that, they'll have to pay you again. But yes, 3 is usually pretty good. If you're doing like a main character, those are huge. Those could be very huge, long lines. So, the side characters that they might have you do are going to be much smaller, usually completely different sound. A lot of people have 3 voices to begin with. Their normal speaking voice, their chest voice, down there, the lower sound, and then their head voice. Mine is already really high to begin with, so my head voice just goes really young.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, no, so what you're saying is it's an opportunity for people to really explore everything that their voice can do.
Yeah.
It's almost like a singing performance, a musical performance, I would think, too, in a
Oh
way.
yeah, and there are all of these have versions. Like if you sing and you are a singer, that is a pro. People are constantly looking for people who can sing because a lot of times they'll do musical audio dramas or they'll have a character sing in an animation or have someone sing in a video game. It happens because people sing in real life and it adds to the world and the reality that they're building.
Yeah, and children's stuff has a lot of singing in it too. That's
Yeah.
cool. That's wonderful. Well, that's a great overview of that, Donna. Do you have anything else you want to add about that?
I think we covered it really well.
Okay. And
Yeah.
Selena, I was taking a peek at the upcoming training. There's this thing about, and I forget the actual term. They want people to sound as like the character. So, like if the character represents a specific ethnic group, they want to try to hire an actor from that ethnic group. Is that true? Like, talk about that. What's that?
Authentic casting, that's what
Yeah.
it's called. Authentic
Mhm.
casting. So that's very big right now. And what that is they want people, they want to represent all people in various projects. So if they have someone who is, an Italian immigrant that lives in New York and has that, New York accent, they want someone who is an Italian immigrant that lives in New York to play that character. If it's an LGBT character, they want someone in that group to portray that character. If they're Hispanic or Black or whatever the character's background is, they want someone who is that to play that role. Usually it's the best way. Someone's going to play that role the best because they already know that experience. They already have that sound. They've already lived that life. So that's where they look for hiring the specific person for that. And I love that.
It's called authentic casting. Is that what it is?
Authentic casting. And it's a term they'll use in the project
Yeah.
all the time.
Absolutely. They'll let you know in the casting. Unfortunately, they're not that particular when it comes to orcs and unicorns and things like that.
I want a unicorn from New York.
They will let us play those, whether you're really a unicorn or not. Yeah.
A troll from Texas. Californians need not apply. That's so cute. All right, so let's move on to the next one, which is how to move beyond doing funny voices to create real layered characters. Selena, what is a layered character?
And we all have our different moods and moments, and we could be quiet and patient one day and get upset the next day, and you need to be able to have that in one character and be able to show that in one character that it has more than just one note. We go through a lot in our day-to-day lives, and all of these characters now are more trying to be a realistic type of person, even when it's an orc. An orc isn't just one thing. An orc can have emotions too. So it's about creating a character that people are going to relate with because it has, more to it than just one thing. It's not a stereotype. It's not just a silly little funny voice or something like that. It's got something that's gonna make people understand and really understand the character and where they're coming from.
Yeah, that's really cool. And so there are people though who say, well, I can do a great imitation of Bugs Bunny or some famous other character. And I mean, all is not lost. They don't want that, guys, but you could use that voice as a jumping off point to create another character that's uniquely yours, right, Selena?
Yeah, absolutely. And the ability to have that uniqueness that comes into that, you can easily translate that into a character. And don't downplay yourself, your own voice. A lot of people want to start with your own natural voice and see what kind of acting you have and what you can bring to the character that way. And if they want to add a voice onto it, they'll work with you on that voice.
Yeah,
They'll
because
develop that voice.
that is the thing that I think has really shifted, and people might not perceive that in animation today. If you watch even the big ones, I'm thinking like a King of the Hill or some of those, even any of them, it's people talking like real people, but they look like funny characters, but they sound real. And I think that the juxtaposition makes it all the more entertaining and even poignant because there are adult characters that are quite adult. You wouldn't want your kids to watch some of those animations or anime, for example.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah. Anime is obviously it's a very different world. Anime is very intense emotions.
Yeah.
If you don't know what anime is, it's basically just animation from Japan. But they have a
Typically
very
not,
specific style.
yeah,
Sorry, what was that,
typically,
Donna?
typically not kid-friendly stuff.
No.
No. Very much no. Uh, but they also have a wonderful ability to make one scene last 35 minutes in anime.
They perhaps don't want to spend the money to create an additional animation.
But dubbing for animation is a big thing too.
Yeah.
Like
From
in
Japanese to
English,
English
yeah, you need to be able to have that acting chops for that too.
to do dubbing. Donna, anything you want to add to this?
Yeah, and there are a lot of people mentioning different character voices that they can imitate in the chat, it's not about the voice first. It's
Yeah,
about
definitely.
what's going on inside the character. It's the subtext, their backstory, the emotions that they're going through, and that should lead you to what they sound like. How big are they? How small are they? Are they human? Are they not human? Are they uh you know, even in alien creatures and for and non-human creatures, fantasy creatures, there are attributes that this character has that you're going to be made aware of, and you get into that to find the voice of that character. So
Yeah,
it's
and
not.
I want to underscore what you just said. So for the people listening, don't be thinking, well, I don't do funny voices, so this is not for me. No, that's not the point. The point is you do you. You do you in the in the body of a furry little character or the
Absolutely.
body of an orc or the body of anything. But
Yeah.
you're you and you're just adding the emotion of that character, which is what acting is.
Mhm.
So, so you start with the, like Donna is saying, the emotion of the character, the place, where are they? What are they
Mhm.
striving for? What do they want? All those things we might do.
Mhm.
And Bill says he's 67, he can do cranky old man. Perfect. You'd be amazed by
A
how
natural
many
fit, yeah.
projects need a cranky old man.
An authentic cranky old man.
Yes.
Hmm.
Hard for a 22-year-old to do that.
And that's the other thing, again, about I know a lot of people were talking in the chat about authentic casting. It's also about what you sound like. I get a lot of teenager and kid voices because I sound young,
Yes.
and that's what I play. You could be 85 but still sound like a 20-year-old, a 40-year-old,
Hmm.
50-year-old, whatever it is you sound. You could play any of those age ranges if that's how you sound. I'm very bad at playing older characters because I can't get that older tone. I don't know. This is what I sound like. This is what I work with.
It's great. That's so cool. All right. So we talked about that. The unique demands. Oh, we talked about that too. And movie I'm doing fun of it. Okay. The kinds of roles. And you hinted at that just now, Selena. You said there are roles perfect for mature voices. Can you give us some examples of that?
Yeah, so in all of them, so audio drama, you're gonna have a lot of characters across the span of age ranges. They like to envelop like an entire world. There's a really big one of my favorites that got me into audio drama was We're Alive, and it was like a Walking Dead for audio for podcasts. It was listening to like a zombie thing, and it was a full cast of characters, and they had kids, and they had college students and adults and grandparents, and they're all trying to survive the zombie apocalypse. And there's projects like that across the board. You're gonna find roles, no matter the age group, in all of these. Animation, there is characters that need to sound like that really gravelly old voice. They need to sound um, uh, like super young and cute and sweet. Again, the character voices are gonna span everything, and then video games to anything non-human. You can pretty much do in any voice you want. It's gonna fit that picture, the image of the character,
Hmm.
and especially in the war games, like they want the like the corporals and the captains to be that older character that's like very gonna get people in line and listen to what they're saying.
It's
Uh,
really common in every almost
abs
every video game.
yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then you need the other side of it too. You need someone who's gonna, kind of be that little wise cracker, with a lot of attitude and bravado and whatnot. Just everything across the
Anything and
board.
everything. I noticed Remy, hi Remy, Remy O'Brien is part of our community. She's one of my private clients, and she is a character voice actor and does animation and does video games. And So you can be, and she's got like a lot of police on other planets. She plays, soldiers and people dying and people screaming and all these different things, but it's drama, 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 and drama, victory, all of those crazy things. So it is all, like you said, Selena and Donna, the emotion first, and then the voice follows it, you know, as we've all seen it. You're always in trouble, and something's always out to get you. Yeah, and then there's romance. There's the whole gamut. That's so cool. Wonderful. All right, so we talked about why character voiceover is completely different from narration, e-learning or audiobooks. And Jill had a question about the demo. It is its own demo. It's a
Mhm.
unique kind of demo. And the unique demands of animation, audio, drama, and video games, how to approach each one, how to move beyond doing funny voices to creating real layered characters, and the kinds of roles in demand right now for all ages.